knows it does everything for me. My job is very simple to just come on my Crypto Pilot app and cross check on the revenue section how much has the bot made me in that particular day. As you can see, today Pilot has so far made me $514. Yes. So I'm truly grateful to God for that opportunity. And not everyone has it. Of course, no, actually, it's not 15, it's 63. Oh, Jesus, this is very beautiful. 63. Actually, well, I'm grateful to God. If you're in Uganda, those are 2 million Ugandan shillings in a single day. So, yeah, and you can see how it's been performing. This is a new account after testing a crypto pilot for 20 days. Yeah, I tested Crypto Pilot for 10 days before presenting it to anyone. You know, I am not the developer. I don't know even how to develop. No, no, no. You can say, oh, so you were developing it? No, no, no. Someone presented to me the opportunity, was like, Uncle, try this. As many people present to me a lot of opportunities, and I'm like, I try them that I find worth my attention and time, but majority of them I've always found them not worth it. That's why I've not shared them always with you. But for Crypto Pilot, I believe it's something that's worth it. Though it's still new, it has maybe some glitches here and there, but everything I believe will turn perfect in a long time. And a good thing, it's a crypto trading robot. Crypto trading robots last, last because uh, we have some people who have microphones open. Kindly mute them, mute them. So, Crypto Pilots, we have some new features that actually will come very soon. Because they shared it with me. I'm lucky to thank, and I thank God that the person who introduced me to Crypto Pilot connected me to some of the developers of Crypto Pilot, and they were like, okay, this and that, this and that, and I was like, okay, no problem. I like the product. I will share it with my brothers and sisters that I trade with, So, and that's how I came to, share with you Crypto Pilot. And those who have tried it, I believe you've seen how it works. Of course, it has like any new app, it has some limitations. Like you can't access it on App Store, you can't access it on the Play Store, but it's new, so all those will come. Will come. I believe that. Another thing is some complications in the deposits. Like you have to when you come here, when you're depositing money, there is that generated like if I want to withdraw $80 from Binance and I'm depositing it on Crypto Pilot, there is this generated figure that you have to copy, and many people actually are forgetting to copy it, and the money is not reflecting on their account, and they're always like, "Where is my money? Where is my money?" Because they have forgotten to follow this, and it's actually even here, but people we don't read. Send this exact amount to the temporal address above. So the reason as to why your money is laying to reflect on Crypto Pilot, it is because you've not followed the right steps. Okay? You have to copy this exact figure. These are just mere cents. Someone may say, "Oh, so Pilot has to wants a lot of money from me." No, these are just mere cents, brother. So you have to copy these for the small points. Actually, what you do, they have even given you a clip here that you tap on, and it will copy. You can see deposit amount copied to clipboard. Simple as that. Then you go to your exchange and you deposit the money, and in less than 3 minutes, the money will be on your Crypto Pilot wallet. Of course, the money you have to send Crypto Pilot is strictly a fuel fee and activation fee. That's all. What you're seeing here is basically my fuel fee because I have some decent capital to trade with. So always deposit a fuel fee that is equivalent to the capital you're using. Okay. Someone is trading with $1,000 and he deposits $10 as fuel fee. You want to disturb yourself every now and then. You're trading with $10,000 and you're depositing $20 as fuel fee. Get real, bro. So that's it. Yes, it keeps on charging whenever it makes me money. And for me, the good thing, I'm okay because if I stood by Royal Q, which I had to do everything, and at the end of the day, they could still charge me for a fee. Why don't I appreciate Crypto Pilot? Because all this money you're seeing here, let's go to autopilot. Actually, to check for revenues and stuff, you don't need actually to go all this way long. You can just go to a revenue. But of course, to know the exact amount of money that it has made you, because sometimes some of you may choose to go a manual as well. So you can go to earnings here, and of course, you will see the amount of money Crypto Pilot has made you. As you can see, this is the amount of money so far it has made me today. I'm not here to show off, but of course, you see, it has changed. As you speak, the bot is making money. As you eat, the bot is making money. You can see 9:29, 9:30, just a space of seconds, and it delivered something for me. So if I don't love Crypto Pilot, what will I love? Okay? What will I love? I see some people in our community are trying to fight hard to fight crypto pilot. It never did them anything bad, but for them, they feel really nice when they are fighting a new development. But it's okay. No one has done you any wrong. Crypto pilot has not done you any wrong. You can continue with that. Yeah, for us, we shall keep on moving on. Because why don't I go for a tool that provides me with everything that I need? CryptoPilot provides me with signals if I wanted to trade manually. But of course, for me, no, I'm done with trading manually. This, with what I've seen that CryptoPilot does, no. Let it trade for me, bro. Let it trade for me. So what I want actually to go through today is actually very simple, very, very simple. I want us to go through the new developments. I don't know if that was the stem of the meeting because I was invited by doctor, and he was like, Uncle, kindly take our people through, so I don't know if it was about the new developments, and I believe people pitch in questions later on. So we have some new developments here on the board you know. So the new developments, like previously, one of our brothers got liquidated, and I believe he was not one person. I believe there were like three people who got liquidated. So the first reason as to why they were liquidated, I know some people they may not want me to say this. They'd be like, "Now, bro, what are you sharing those things?" For me, my main concern is people. I know people don't appreciate. Same way we've been actually sharing them signals, and right now they are the very people who are trying to fight the new development. The very people we've been providing signals for free of charge, access to the community free of charge. Some of them are the very people who are fighting the new development. Quite ungrateful people. Now, my friends, let's proceed. Now, there are some new developments with Crypto Pilot. In the previous version, we didn't have this section here where you could choose the strategy you could go for, and as well, if you an experienced trader, you can choose your leverage and you can choose your margin because previously we've been trading on only this. This is what we've been actually riding on 5x, 5%. And for this, the coin to liquidate you, it had to pump by 400%. And unfortunately, we had coins that pumped by 400%, like Bula. And those people who only had $200, they got liquidated, unfortunately. So sorry about your loss, brothers, but that's the market we're in. It is not CryptoPilot that liquidated you. No, it is the exchange. CryptoPilot does not benefit from you losing. It only benefits when you make profits. Because when you make profits, it takes its 20%. That's how it benefits. When you lose, Jesus Christ, please mute your things. Whoever is making that unnecessary sound, mute. I won't hear anything before you mute, please. Thank you. Uh, so, uh, this is what we've been riding on for the past few days. I believe majority of you have been using CryptoPilot for a week now. Some have used it for some few days now, and this is it. We've been riding on, but right now, right now, this is the riskiest. Meaning, the most riskiest situation for you to get liquidated is when a coin pumps by 400%, and that's only if that's the only capital you have. If you have that's only if you have that's the only capital you have. Like if you went for the $200 partition, that means if you only had $200 on your account, the coin has to pump by 400 for you to get liquidated if you're using this whatever. So they have introduced new features here that actually will, of course, safeguard people. But the challenging part, remember, everything has pro and cons. Now this is the pro. Safety, risk management is tight now. But what they targeted was that let every trade give you at least $1 for the $200 partition. Every trade. That was their target. That at least, because they don't want to feel they don't want their client to feel like they are just playing, like CryptoPilot is just playing around. They don't want their clients to feel like that. They wanted at least each trade that CryptoPilot closes, let it close it with at least a $1 profit. That's why they came up with this. Because actually, if you go to, if I got my calculator and I try to go for this $200 times 5, times 5, that's the leverage, times 5%, you get $50. Now, if you are positioned, if each $200 position, it's positioned with a leveraged amount, the actual amount is $10, but with a leveraged amount of $50. Okay, and if the bot closes with a profit percentage of 2%, that's when you get your $1. And if there is some callbacks and it closes with let's say 9, no, sorry. 2%, 2.9%, you get your $1.4. So that was their target. Now the sad part is if you go for the 1 times 3%. Yes, please. Was someone asking a question?
What?
Actually, let me even turn on my other phone. If there is anyone who can share with me that that Zoom link to my Telegram, kindly do so, such that I can open my other phone. This will help me to check on the messages, because it is always very important to check on people's messages, as they send them in. So please, anyone, kindly, I request you humbly, to send me the Telegram link to my, this Zoom link to my Telegram, so that I can open Telegram on the other phone to read the messages. So, if we go for this, the first one, its cons or the downside. The pro is you will be very safe. It will be even liquidations with the myth. But the cons are, if we go for 1x, basically 1x means 1 times the $200, okay? You get $200 times the margin positioned, which is 3%, you get a leveraged margin of $6 positioned in the market on your behalf by CryptoPilot. Now, on this $6, if CryptoPilot closes a trade in 2% profit, you'll get 12 cents. Thank you, Mr. Apollo, Mr. Paul, and Mr. Isaac. Thanks a lot. I've got the link, guys. I've got the link. Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it. Now, that's the challenge. You will earn very little, but you'll be very safe. Now, like our brothers, let me actually... let me first start do something here. Please, if you come here, mute your microphone. Yeah.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I want to completely get this off. How do I get rid of this audio? Okay. Let me. I believe you can hear some feedback from me. It's on the other phone. I want to get rid of this feedback.
Now the sound is clear. There's no feedback. It's
The sound is clear?
Yeah.
Alright, okay. By the way, guys, thanks for turning in numbers. I'm seeing 90 plus people. That's very beautiful. So if you want to send in your messages, like in the message section, feel free. Why I have opened the other phone is to read each and every message so that I can answer them simultaneously. Uncle Investor can help us to record this training. Yes, I believe Doctor is doing so. Yeah, thanks a lot, Doctor. It is Doctor that has actually paid for this Zoom. So thanks a lot, Doctor. That's very beautiful. Leader, what's the best capital to trade on a standard leverage, hence closing all chances of liquidation? So the best capital, it depends on how much you want to earn from it, because let's look at it here. If I'm going for the one, because one thing you want to avoid is liquidation. If you want to avoid liquidation, so your expectations should be very low. If you're okay with from every trade that closes on day, the $200 partition, if you're okay with earning 12 cents from every trade, then liquidations will be a myth. Best believe me. Here, liquidations will be a myth, but it requires the bot to accomplish 10 trades for you to get just a mere $1. That's the downside. But liquidations will be a myth because the coin has to pump real heavy, real heavy. For you, actually, when I did my calculations, the coin had to pump. Those who were on my TikTok live that actually just concluded, you had to, the trade had to pump by something like 3,000, 3,300 plus percent. Okay, the coin had to pump by 3,300%. No, let me ask you a question. We've been in this market together, most of those who are in the Trust God community. How many times have you seen a coin pump by 1,000% on Binance, not on Coin Market Cap, not on CoinGecko, not on Dex Tools, not on Dex Screener, but on Binance? How many times? No. It is actually okay. There was one. It was called
a few times. There is one coin which pumped maybe to around 1,500, which was Kudis, and it has been delisted.
Yeah. Now, if you're going for this approach here, 1x 3%, liquidations will be a myth. Others will be getting liquidated, and they'll be like asking, how is that even possible? So that's the good side of using this approach of 1x 3%. But its downside, you earn very little. Meaning, for you to earn something significant, capital is paramount. The good thing is, right now, you can even set your own custom strategies on any partition you choose. You get? You can choose to set your own custom strategies. Here down, I hear some feedback, and I want a clean environment. I don't know. I'm just trying to get. Yeah, I think here it's a bit okay. Let me get back to the message section. I really want to.
Can I ask a question, please?
So for the capital, it is entirely up to you. But I would encourage you people to, of course, raise capital. Look for capital slowly. Don't put yourself on pressure, because in Uganda we have a saying that says, like Nothing we are living with when we leave this world. Everything we will leave it here. So don't put yourself on pressure, okay? Even if you look for that capital and you put it here, at the end of the day, when you die, you want to go with that money. So don't put yourself on pressure. You know, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not a marketer, so I'm not good at convincing people. I just keep it plain and simple. I know some brothers who are good at marketing here. They'll be like, "No, uncle, what are you saying?" You know, I'm sorry. So uh, that's it. So that there is this one, several others. So you can choose from these. But if you're trading with $200, strictly like if your capital is $200, please go for this. Don't stress yourself to go for this because if the coin pumps hard, you can get liquidated even on this. We've saw actually right now we saw like two people uh, getting liquidated by this approach. But if you have your capital, like now you are like anchor investor, you have your $50,000. You can use any. You can for me actually I'm using this. You can see what I'm using. This is what I'm using. You can see what I'm using. You get. So I'm not bothered at all. There is no way the market will liquidate me. Best believe me, because this is actually for the normal cases. This is one of the safest strategies because the coin has to pump by 400%. But bro, imagine I have 20, 25 positions, okay, all running, and each position has a partition of $200 or a proposition of $2,000. Very few positions will even pump by 50%. Very few. Remember, the board trades in cross margin, meaning that every now and then I'll have at least a balance of something like the list is a balance of 30,000 to protect my other trades every now and then. So there is no way I will get liquidated. That's why capital is very important, guys. But of course, the good thing with this robot, it has strategies or approaches that protects your capital. So right now, my brothers who are trading with $200, you will earn very little, but your capital will be very, very safe. And through compounding, of course, as you look for more capital, at the end of the day, things will get squared. Best believe me. For those who feel like this is not enough for them, you can come here and set your own custom strategies. Now, some people have been complaining about stop loss, uncle, stop loss. It is here now. For me, I don't use stop loss. I don't like the idea of stop loss because one of the easiest way to run out is actually it's not easiest because it's long term. You get cleaned slowly, gradually, and in by the time you realize that, hey, man, I've been dried up when you've actually just been losing in how do we call it? Anyway, yeah, I've forgotten it. But in a compounding manner, yes, you'll be losing in compounding manner. Instead of, growing your capital in a compounding manner, you are losing in a compounding manner. That's why for me with stop loss, me with the isolated mode, I tried these things, guys. I'm not just speaking from, I've been trading for some good years now, and I've been trading full time. So whatever I tell you, I've tried it, and I'm like, nah. I really love using my brains. And I'm like, no. But the good thing now, the challenge we've been having is how to manage our capital. But right now, the board has this kind of, managing service. So this will be one of the best trading boards, if it's not the best, Yeah. So what did you say about gas fee? Neri has asked Mr. Neri or Madam Neri, I don't know. He has asked about the gas fee. Gas fee, the board charges 20%, and it deserves the 20%. It charges 20% for every profit you earn. If you earn $5, it will charge you 20%. Okay? That means you will part with $4, it will take $1. It trades for you. Now, we've been having people who have been claiming that they can trade for you. We have them. They be like, I'm a capital manager. I'm an account manager. Please give me your money. I trade for you. Let the robot trade for you. Now, the account manager will tell you, I take 50% from every trade. Meaning, if he makes you $100 a day, we have gone for $10 a day, he will take 50%. Meaning, he will take $5, you also take $5. Now here comes the bot. Here comes the bot that tell you, if you earn $10 because I'm doing everything for you. If you go for autopilot, I'm doing everything for you. I will take 20, remain with the 80%. Isn't that fair? Remember, the bot is only right now. It is only $80. 80 divided by 12 months. Let's assume it is, divide by 12 months, meaning that every month you're paying $6 to use this boat. Every month, how many workers can you pay $6 and they work for you for a full month? How many? I don't think there is any. So guys, even if it goes to, let's assume it goes to $200 a year, that is 200 divided by, that means every month it will be charging you $16. Of course, you have to pay them once, but I'm just assuming it goes to $200. I'm not sure it will go there, But remember, this robot, it is sleepless. It does not need your money because it does not eat. Even the 20%, you might ask, now where does the 20% go? To the management to pay for everything that is necessary to run the bot, because these bots are very expensive. To maintain it, it is very expensive. And at least for them, they have proved to us that they are here to work mostly on the trading environment. The challenging part we had with some of the bots we've been using is the only thing they were caring about is the compensation, the marketing environment. Every now and then they could change the marketing structure, this, that, but they could not care. They could not even update their coin list. But right now, the Ninja is telling you it can access 620 coins. It's here. 620 coins on Binance. Let it come. Yes, 627 coins on Binance. Imagine. Gold, silver, palladium inclusive. Okay? And you told me that, the 20% is unfair. It is very, very fair. Actually, it is more than fair. It's not going to disappear with your money because your money is on Binance, your exchange, your account. You have full access to your money. Even if you choose to bounce, you ain't affected. You bounce with your capital. You bounce with your profits. Yeah, you're fair. So, how pilot what strategy mode like sub-bin real-time settlement? Mr. Kanyestaro, and now, my brother, kindly listen to this clearly. We are 94 people here. Don't leave this live as we're talking about sub-bin real-time settlement. Now, when we are trading futures, one of the things you should avoid is actually using margin calls, my guys. Avoid using margin calls. Set a trade once and let it run. That's why even you can see that on autopilot, there are no margin calls. The margin calls were there, but they just closed them for once and for good. Why? Because they had extended these margin calls to 450%. That a coin, for you to for the bot to open another margin call, the coin has to pump by at least 450%. But now what we saw with Bulla pumped by 500. So meaning it went pumped by 450%. The bot opened another margin call, and then things actually went south. My dear friend, margin calls are very good when it comes to spot trading, because in spot trading we need to replenish. We need to dollar cost average. Margin calls are very, very good in spot trading, but margin calls are very, very bad in futures trading. Because yes, when you're trading isolated, you will see that they have brought your margin close, your average price close to your current price, because that's the use of margin calls to replenish. Bringing closing in that gap, the gap between the average price and the current price. But now the challenge with futures trading is the biggest issue is equity. Because without equity, Binance won't be able to maintain your margin. Because every Binance is the one to maintain your margin. Actually, it is Binance that liquidates you. Though a lot of people say the bot has liquidated me, Roku has liquidated me, CryptoPilot has liquidated me. They don't liquidate you. It is Binance. If there were bots that were liquidating us, if there were bots that would take us into floating losses, then money traders will not go into floating loss. Money traders won't get liquidated. But go on Binance and check how many people are getting liquidated every day. Money traders, they're not using bots. Actually, liquidations are even a worst case when it comes to money trading. So, my guys, you've asked about sub-bin real-time settlement. If you want sub-bin real-time settlement, whole warehouse mode, then kindly trade spot. Now, sub-bin real-time settlement is where the bot triggers another position in a running position far off from the average price to replenish or bring the current price close to the average price. But now, with futures trading, these are interpreted as reduce-only orders. And the challenge with reduce-only orders, if like what Binance does, averages them together to have them as a single position. Now, what the bot does, it will actually calculate the position, each position independently. Now, that's where the problem comes in from. When the bot is closing, it will close in profits because for it calculates the average price and the current price, and of course, it will be profits once it passes the break-even point and it goes to the take profit price point for that particular position. I mean the replenish position. Now, the challenge is, actually, I would have done these things actually like practically here. I will have a chart here. Let's use the trading view. We can use Bitcoins or we can choose another coin. Ogu. Let's go for Ogu. Ogi. Guys, the challenge with replenishing or using sub-bin real-time settlement, sub-bin settlement, whole warehouse mode is one. Sorry, I didn't tap here. Is one. The bot will close in profits, but the exchange will close in losses. Why? Because the bot has averaged every quantity you have into a single quantity, but the bot has split them. The exchange averages them, but the bot keeps them intact. So that's where the challenge comes in. Okay? That's where the challenge comes in. And for the bot, you will see that, oh, you're in profit. The trader is closing profits. But then when you go to the exchange, you will have registered losses. That's the challenge with. And I've shared about this multiple times. If possible, kindly avoid using margin calls when you're trading futures. Thanks. Does it trade multiple coins at a go in autopilot? Techno, KM, I don't know what mode of Techno is that. Guys, I think that's one of the things actually we've been sharing about. Yes, you can see, actually, this is a good example. You can see that I have, you said, does it trade multiple coins at a go in autopilot? Yes, these are multiple coins, 24 coins running at once. You can see these are 24 coins, different coins. You can see Bomi, Nairo, Deep, blah, blah, bread, blah. They're all running simultaneously. When one closes, the bot looks for another opportunity. When one closes, the bot looks for another opportunity. You get? That's how it is. Yes. And that's why you need good capital. When you have good capital, when you have a decent capital, the bot will really work great for you because you would have given it work to do. Yep. So no floating in this, guys. Melissa. Dear Melissa, floating loss is inevitable in any business and every business. One thing you can never avoid in any business that actually that concerns trading, you can't avoid floating loss. If you have a shop, look around and check on the caps on the merchandise you have. Have you bought it today? Have clients taken it? Every time that merchandise spent in that store of yours, it is floating in losses. That's pure floating loss. Pure floating loss. So one thing you should never you should actually never like one thing that should actually should not stop you from trading is floating loss. That's something that is inevitable. Yes, floating loss is there in trading. Whether you're trading manually, whether you're using which type of bot, floating loss is there. Yes. If you're not okay with the floating loss, just leave actually anything to do with trading. Not only crypto, not only forex, not only whatever, just leave and quit trading. Just go maybe like I don't know which business that every business has floating loss. Every business has floating loss. You know, even us who are actually, even us who are like, I thank God I'm a landlord. Uh, sometimes like some of like my apartments are always empty. Some of my apartments, like some rooms, are they studio rooms? I don't know how you call them. Sometimes they're empty. They go months without actually clients, without tenants. That's floating loss, bro. That's floating loss. A tenant defaulting, that's floating loss. Anyway, with in autopilot, can it? No, it can't. Daniel Onyango, thanks for the call, the question. I don't know if you're still here. With $200 USDT in autopilot, can it trade multiple coins? No, it can't. It can only trade one coin. That's why I love this bot. Yeah. With $200, it can only trade one coin at a go. And that's the least capital you can expose. That's the least capital you can expose if you want to use CryptoPilot. Yeah. Leader, why is the profit on Binance different from that on? Okay, let me try to get to this as well. I don't know. Why is the profit? So, there is something I want to tell you guys. Binance is a marketplace. When you go to Owino and open up a business, it's the same way you go to Binance, you open up an account and you start trading. If you sit on your stall, that's manual trading. If you hire someone to do the job for you, oh, sorry, Mr. Emradi. If you hire someone to do the job for you, that means you've hired a bot. I'm sorry. If you hire someone to do the job for you, it's the same way you hire a bot to trade for you. Okay? Now, when you hire a bot to trade for you, whenever the bot or whenever that someone makes a profit, you are charged what we call commission. Whenever the bot opens a trade or whenever you open a trade, Binance charges you commission. The same way you pay rent and you pay all those tax areas to the marketplace or to the administration or the management of the marketplace you're operating your business in. Okay? So whenever we trade on Binance, we are charged commission. And sometimes we incur expenses of funding fees. Okay? So if a trade, what Binance does, it balances everything down and it comes to the final profits the bot has made for you. It cuts off its commission because when you open a trade, Binance charges you commission. When you close that very same trade, Binance charges you commission. Okay? Yes. Meaning Binance charges you double on each trade. So for the bot, we'll show you the actual figures it has made for you. But because Binance has to charge you for commission, it has to charge you blah blah, and sometimes we have instances of funding fee. That's why you find that, oh, the bot has made me $5, but on Binance I'm seeing 4 point something dollars. On Binance I'm seeing $3, and you'll be like, now what is happening? It is because of those charges. That's why I love bots. They are always open. They tell you, I take 20%, I take 50%, I take 10%. I love bots. Yes, thank you. If my capital is 10 and I get liquidated, do I lose all my 200? Thank you, mister. So on this, actually, we could have had this from firsthand from someone who got liquidated recently. The bot trades in cross margin. Okay. So if you were using this like we've been using and the bot and the coin pumped by 400%, the exchange would liquidate you because your margin maintenance would have gone to zero. Yes. When you're trading in cross margin, every amount of dollar you have on your futures account, only futures account. I hear some people lying that, oh, when you're trading in cross margin, everything on your account is actually a collateral, even on spot, even on earning, even on funding. That's a lie. It's only the money on your futures wallet that is collateral. So every dollar you have on your futures wallet is collateral. But when you trade in isolated, only the positioned amount is the one that actually act as collateral. But the challenge with cross isolated margin, it is very easy for you to lose out to the market. And majority of the times, the market gives you chances always. The market will first always go against your trade, then it will go in your favor. It is a matter of patience and right positioning. When I talk of positioning, I am talking capital positioning, position sizing, and of course, margin leverage position, you know. So basically, that's it. And this is what this robot does perfectly well. So if you don't want to get liquidated, use this. And even this maybe, but mostly this. Yep. Talk of cross margin. Some of us traded set coins in royal queue on isolated. Do I need to go back and change all coins to cross mode? Yeah. Now, if you've had this message, let me actually go here and go. Where should I go? Where should I go? Should I go to Mr. Dixon's? No, we have some conversation there. Our conversation, you know. I believe Mr. Apollo is my great brother. He's one of those people I have actually grown to, you know, like so much as a brother. Thanks, Mr. Apollo, and thanks for being a very cool person. The good Lord bless you always. And so I think you shared with me that issue, and actually some of you have been having those issues where your orders were rejected. You know, your orders were rejected. I don't know if it is there. I don't know if your orders were, if those orders are there. I am forced to, because actually Mr. Dixon shared that something with me. I don't know who else shared that something with me. There's a lot of them, but I don't want to open people's messages, you know. I don't want to just open people's messages, but I know some of you have had that case where your orders were rejected. Now, the reason as to why your orders get rejected is very simple. Very, very simple. When you trade a trade on an exchange, the records, the data remains or is, you know, remains there for each trade. When I open a position on, let's say, when I open a position on let's River on Binance, this data will remain there. The next time I opt for River again, the data will be there. If the last time I traded in cross margin, The data will be there that I last traded in cross margin. Now, what happens is this. When you're using CryptoPilot only trades cross margin. Oh, that's when you're trading. That's when you're trading isolated. When you're using the option of autopilot. When you want to trade manually for yourself using CryptoPilot, you can use any option you want, and it is very easy. You just actually do everything from the bot. You don't need to go to the exchange to do all this, work. Now, the exchange will always keep, the history. But because CryptoPilot, if you opt for autopilot, it trades in cross margin. Your orders will be rejected like your orders will be rejected. Why? Because the last trade on this particular coin shows that you are trading in isolated margin. And right now, CryptoPilot has brought in an order that is in cross margin. So there will be a mix up, and what Binance will do will reject that order. When Binance rejects 3 orders, what CryptoPilot will do, it will actually request for the unbinding, of your exchange, of your account, and Binance will unbind your account. That request was set by the developers, okay? But I think we will have to talk to them and they will look into that issue, because I've been sending those screenshots to them, and they're like, we're going to look into this issue seriously. Because for them, all they care about is a happy client. They can't, I know, not you can never actually make everyone happy, but at least all they care about is a happy client, Yep. So if you want to trade, you have to go on your Binance exchange and switch. Why don't I believe I have some exchange. Yes, I use this one for withdrawals. Yeah, I use this one for withdrawals, and if I want to withdraw some money. So that's what I was trying to get at, guys. This is it. Now, if I had a trade here, you can see it shows that I had a trade on Bula, but I don't trade on this I don't trade on this account. I don't. It's only for for withdrawing money and depositing money. Withdrawing, basically. So, and actually, this is something I always tell guys: get more exchanges. You can even have 3 Binance accounts, 4 Binance accounts, because there is a lot of people who are redundant about trading, about crypto. So use their IDs and get multiple accounts. Yeah. So you can see that if I was trading this coin, you could be seeing here the history. Okay, right now, let's assume I was trading this coin. The history shows that it is in cross, 1x leverage, blah, 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 blah. Now, if a CryptoPilot was trading in isolated, this order would be rejected, because the history shows that the last trade I traded on this I traded on Bula was in cross, so the trade would be rejected. Now, what you do is very, very simple, guys. You just come here. You see here up. Here is where you come and change your trades. Actually, you go for. Of course, the first thing is position mode has to be in hedge mode. Okay, it has to be in hedge mode, not one-way mode. Now, the other thing is the asset mode has to be in multi asset, because multi asset only supports cross margin mode. Okay. Because when you opt for this, that means you allowing isolated and cross margin. And the challenge with the bot, it only trades in cross margin. That's if you are to trade autopilot, if you to go for autopilot, which I highly recommend, Yeah. So you have to make sure that now, if I had some trade history, this would in isolated, the exchange would reject, my request to set my preferences in multi-asset mode. It would request me to close or switch all the trades I had, all the trades that has history, all assets that has history of isolated mode to cross mode manually, and I'll do that. And I've been conducting some people to do that in the morning, in the morning. So that's why you see that your orders are being rejected, and your accounts are being unbinded. It's a security measure that has been put there. But of course, the team is doing something, like to improve on that issue, such that people's account don't get unbinded. When your
I think
account
it
gets
is.
unbinded, it's for your own
Can I chip
security.
in?
It's for your own safety. Okay?
Can I chip
Yeah.
in? I
Can
think
you
it is just
close
a
the
matter
trade
of.
manually in case you sense danger? You can close that trade on the exchange. Yeah, you can. Yes, please. You're audible.
Okay, I'm requesting to chip in just small here. I think there is just an issue of
I don't know,
education.
Mr. Dixon, were you saying something?
Yes, I'm speaking. I'm saying it is just a matter of
Yes,
education,
please.
educating the masses that when you're using the
Mm-hmm.
bot, especially on autopilot, just go to preferences, position mode, make sure it is hedge mode, asset mode, make sure it is
Mm-hmm.
multi-asset mode, unit preference, make sure it is USDT initial margin. That's all. It's just a matter of educating
Mm-hmm.
the users. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, everything else is
Yeah.
very fine.
Mm-hmm. 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 Thank you, Mr. Dixon. So someone else was asking, can you close the trade manually in case you sense danger? When you're trading manually
Yeah.
using the
For
bot, you can.
investor, I'm also having one question. This is Prince K. Adam.
Okay, boys.
A very good evening, everybody.
Good evening, boys.
Uncle investor, my question is, which means when we are
Mm-hmm.
trading, we are supposed to set our Binance in across in all the coins in cross, not in isolated. It should be in a cross.
Yes, cross. Yes, boys.
Oh, okay.
When
Yes,
you
boys.
put in this setting, everything will be in cross mode.
Yep.
This page which we are showing you, just take a screenshot. Okay, that's how the page should look like on preferences. When you set it like this, everything will be in cross mode. Everything,
Mm-hmm.
which is automatic.
Yep. That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Another question, leader. Is also
Mm-hmm.
this bot trade spot, or is it trade also on the futures only? Is also trading spot?
It depends. If you want to trade manually, the bot trades both. It gives you the chance to trade both spot and futures. If you want to trade manual, as you can see there is a button for spot. You can choose to trade spot, and there is a button for futures. You can choose to trade futures. But because sport has so much disappointed us, I don't know if there is any one of you here, if you've spent something like, at least, even if you've spent 1 year in crypto, I believe spot trading has disappointed you, because we have these unnecessary prolonged floating losses, and the other thing is you only have one chance to long the market. That's the only thing you do. Long the market, which you basically buy and sell. You don't have a chance of shorting the market. Or what we could call opening high, closing low, because that's not selling and buying. It's basically opening high, closing low. Now, the market overdumps than it overpumps. We've seen a lot of coins that pumps and dump heavy, but we've seen very few coins that dumps and pumps heavy. Very few, actually. They are rare. And even if it pumps, it will always dump. Good example is Bula. Bula. This coin had become in recent days, this coin became a problem. It pumped real hard. Why it pumped? Because Binance was playing its games. there was a trader who had actually set a position. Let me go to a bigger time frame. There was a trader who had some good money. Yeah. There was a trader who had a position with something like 600, $1,000 around here. And these guys were chasing this trader heavily. Once they liquidated this trader like this, the coin dumped. Now, my question is, how long did it take this coin to pump to this level? Look, it started from here, going up. How long did it take to dump? Now, dear spot trader, let me ask you a question. If you're trading spot, I know we love FOMO so much. That's one thing we can never actually cure. That's a disease we can never cure. It's incurable. Now, you saw this coin is pumping. A lot of people are talking about it. Oh, blah, 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 blah. You went in and you bought from around here. You kept in here. And you bought in and you're like, it will pump even up to here. It is going to Valhalla. And now the coin dumped. When do you expect blah to pump again and even just hits a break even? When do you expect that? It might never happen. But if for those people who set a tight, like who use a tight risk management, unfortunately, yes, let me just actually say, people who, like me, I didn't get liquidated. Why? Because I had extra cash to protect my position in the market. Now imagine Bula, I bought Bula from around here. I closed in around here because a majority of us actually kept in around here. Okay? And Bula went, pumped, and pumped, up to where it is. In just a space of, let's go for days. These are hours. Let's go for days. How long did it take to dump? Let's go on the 1 day's time frame. How long did it take Bula to pump, and how long did it take to bump? It's just simple here. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and people were crying, oh Jesus, Bula, I've spent days in Bula, people were crying. Now Bula has dumped and everyone is silent. Unfortunately, some were liquidated because actually this day actually was very bad. A lot of people got liquidated. And actually look at today's pump. This is Bula today. Yes, the candle is not even visible. It is here. It is there. The candle is there, guys. It is here. You can see it. This is a candle. This is today's candle for Bula. This was for yesterday. This is for today. Look at it. A coin that was pumping this heavy, having these big, bold, bodies. Right now, even a mere week is not visible on the daily time frame. So guys who love spot trading, I don't know what you really love about spot trading, but I don't see any future, anything serious, about future spot trading. Okay. Maybe if you want to do something like buying and selling, just buy Bitcoins, buy Ethereum. Right now it's low. It's BTC. Right now it's at what price? It's you can ape into BTC right now. It's very cheap. It will go back eventually. Buy this, but buying Bula. Why are you buying Bula even? Do you have any conviction? So people who trade spot trading, I traded spot, I made some good money. And some of you even saw my, you've ever seen my screenshot, those who are using RoyalQ. I made some good money. So I think I have a right to talk about spot trading, because I'm one of those people who made some good money trading spot using RoyalQ, But if I come out and I'm like, no, spot trading, there's no future in spot trading. Anyway, Windows version of the app that will come, I believe that. How much capital should I be with for it to trade more than 5 coins? That's mathematics, my brother. If you want the bot to trade more than 5 coins, you just ask yourself, something like this, $200 times 5 coins. You need $1,000 if you're going for this partition of $200. Kindly mute yourself if you're here and you have Thank you. Now, this is very simple mathematics. Look at these partitions, okay? Come here, look at these partitions as they are, and you see how